I now give the floor to the representative of Russia, His Excellency Mr. Sergey Lavrov, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Please. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for this initiative, which is already becoming a tradition to hold G20 ministerial meetings on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. Our meetings are taking place in the year of two epochal anniversaries. 80 years ago, my country played a key role in the defeat of Yarman Nazism and Japanese militarism, with the People's Republic of China making a special contribution to the victory. This victory made possible the establishment of the United Nations, which its founders pledged to save future generations from the scourge of war and promote social progress. Reliance on the principles enshrined in the UN Charter in their entirety, comprehensiveness, and interrelationship is the key to the peaceful, progressive development of all states, large and small, without exception. Failure to adhere to the principles of the Charter is a manifestation of neo-colonial ambitions, leading to increased global instability and multiplying regional conflicts. For decades, numerous crises in Africa, largely inherited from colonial times, when borders were drawn literally by a ruler without any consideration of ethno-religious factors, have remained unresolved. Another clear example is the Western-instigated crisis in Ukraine, which NATO and the European Union are trying to use to declare, and have already declared, a real war on my country and are directly participating in it. The escalation in the Middle East is also a case in point. The unprecedented, horrific humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza has already claimed the lives of 65,000 people, and some UN officials working in the Middle East say estimates suggest the death toll is 10 times higher. None of Israel's neighbors can feel secure, as we witness daily. Meanwhile, unilateral economic sanctions, which flagrantly violate the UN Charter, tariff wars, and outright blackmail of international trade participants in flagrant violation of World Trade Organization norms, not only impact the most vulnerable and unprotected segments of the population, but also pose a serious threat to the global economy overall, including by fragmenting markets and disrupting supply chains. In December, we will celebrate the 65th anniversary of the adoption of the General Assembly and the Declaration on the Granting of Independence to colonial countries and peoples. Clearly, a genuine democratization of the global order and global economic relations would serve the interests of all humanity. The steadily growing importance of global governance structures, such as BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO, is evidence of the emergence of a multipolar world and a model of equitable diplomacy. Even before the group's expansion, the BRICS countries' share of global GDP in purchasing power parity was twice that of the G7. Last year, at the BRICS summit in Kazan, specific proposals were put forward to create a new settlement infrastructure and establish independent exchange-traded investment mechanisms. Work has begun on establishing the SCO Development Bank. All these and other initiatives are intended to improve the efficiency of economic cooperation among the world's majority countries and protect them from unfair competition. I would especially like to highlight the vast potential of the G20. Its composition reflects contemporary geopolitical realities. The group includes both dynamically developing new centers of growth and influence, including the BRICS countries and the G7 countries. We advocate for the swift implementation of the agreements we previously reached within the G20, strengthening the role of countries of the global South and East in the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, commensurate with their real weight in the global economy and finance. It is also important to revive the activities of the Peace Trade Organization as the sole recognized regulator of multilateral trade. At the same time, we recognize that the G20 should, as originally intended, focus its decisions on economic issues, without being drawn into attempts to prejudge military and political issues to the detriment of the prerogatives of the UN and its Security Council. Mr. Chairman, South Africa's motto at the G20 helm, Ubuntu, means, as I understand it, I am because we are. In other words, it's about the interconnectedness of nations. We hope that the upcoming summit in Johannesburg in November will send a powerful signal in line with this unifying philosophy and will become an important milestone in addressing the many challenges of our time.